Welcome to The Real History 101. In this video, we'll take a closer look at the 5 most important generals of World War II, the brilliant military leaders who commanded armies, shaped pivotal battles, and left an indelible mark on history. We'll highlight the countries they served, the battles they led, and their lasting significance. Let's get started. First, we venture into the Allied camp, where one figure looms large: Dwight D. Eisenhower. Eisenhower wasn't a general who craved the heat of battle. He was a strategist, a manager of men and resources on a scale rarely seen before in human history. As Supreme Commander of the Allied Expeditionary Forces, Eisenhower oversaw the largest amphibious invasion in history, D-Day. The intricate planning, the delicate balance of personalities and national interests, the sheer logistical impossibility of landing hundreds of thousands of men and their equipment on a hostile shore. Yet, Eisenhower pulled it off. D-Day, the liberation of France, the push into the heart of Nazi Germany, these were his victories. Eisenhower understood the human cost of conflict, the sacrifice demanded of those under his command. He was known for his empathy, his ability to inspire and unite men from different nations under a common banner. Eisenhower's story doesn't end with the fall of the Third Reich. He went on to become the 34th President of the United States, a testament to his leadership and the trust placed in him by the American people. From the battlefields of Europe to the Oval Office, Eisenhower's life was a testament to duty, determination, and the enduring spirit of democracy. Our journey takes us now to the heart of the Nazi war machine, where we encounter a figure shrouded in paradox, Erwin Rommel, the Desert Fox. Rommel's brilliance on the battlefield was undeniable. His campaigns in North Africa, particularly his early victories, cemented his reputation as a military genius. He was a master of maneuver, a tactician who could outwit and outmaneuver his opponents with astonishing speed and precision. Rommel's victories in the deserts of North Africa were like something out of an adventure novel. He was always willing to take risks, to gamble on the unexpected, and more often than not, his gambles paid off. But there's another side to Rommel's story, one that speaks to the moral complexities of war. He was, by all accounts, a humane and chivalrous opponent, known for his respect for prisoners of war and his refusal to engage in wanton cruelty. His involvement in the plot to assassinate Hitler, a desperate attempt to end the madness that had consumed his nation, marked him as an enemy of the regime he had served so faithfully. Rommel's story is a tragedy, a tale of brilliance and bravery intertwined with the moral compromises and ultimate futility of serving a monstrous ideology. Chapter 3, Bernard Montgomery, the meticulous victor. We cross the battlefield once more to stand alongside Bernard Montgomery, a figure often contrasted with the flamboyant Rommel. Montgomery, known as Monty to his troops, was the very embodiment of British resolve. He was meticulous, methodical, a planner who believed that victory was earned through careful preparation and unwavering determination. Montgomery's defining moment came at the Battle of El Alamein in 1942. The fate of North Africa, perhaps even the entire Mediterranean theater, hung in the balance. Rommel's Afrika Korps, seemingly invincible, stood poised to strike at the heart of the British Empire. But Montgomery, with characteristic tenacity, held his ground. He rallied his troops, strengthened his defenses, and waited for the opportune moment to strike back. And strike back he did. The Battle of El Alamein was a clash of titans, a brutal slugfest that raged for days. But Montgomery's meticulous planning, his attention to detail, and his ability to inspire his men ultimately carried the day. El Alamein marked a turning point in the war, the beginning of the end for Rommel's Afrika Korps and the resurgence of Allied fortunes in North Africa. Chapter 4, Georgie Zukov, the Red Storm. Our journey now takes us to the Eastern Front, a theater of unimaginable brutality and sacrifice, where we encounter the indomitable figure of Georgie Zukov. Zukov was a soldier's soldier, a hardened veteran who had risen through the ranks of the Red Army to become one of the most feared and respected military commanders in history. He was a master of strategy and logistics, capable of commanding armies of millions and orchestrating operations on a scale rarely seen before or since. Zukov was the embodiment of Soviet resilience, the unwavering will to resist and ultimately defeat the Nazi invaders. He was there at the gates of Moscow, halting the seemingly unstoppable German advance in its tracks. He was there at Stalingrad, orchestrating the titanic clash that broke the back of the Wehrmacht. and he was there at the fall of Berlin, the final brutal act that brought the Third Reich crashing down. Zukov navigated this maelstrom with unwavering determination, his resolve never faltering, his belief in the ultimate victory of the Soviet Union never shaken. He was a demanding leader, known for his ruthlessness and his willingness to sacrifice anything to achieve his objectives. Zhukov's legacy is etched in the annals of military history. Chapter 5. Douglas MacArthur, the Liberator. Our final destination takes us to the Pacific Theater, where we encounter the enigmatic figure of Douglas MacArthur. MacArthur was a complex and controversial figure, a man of contradictions who inspired both adulation and animosity. He was a brilliant strategist, a master of logistics, and a charismatic leader who rallied his troops to victory in some of the most brutal fighting of World War II. MacArthur's story is inextricably linked to the Pacific War, a conflict characterized by island-hopping campaigns, amphibious assaults, and a level of savagery rarely seen in modern warfare. He was there at the fall of the Philippines, forced to retreat but vowing to return. He was there at the Battle of the Coral Sea, the turning point that halted the Japanese advance, and he was there at the liberation of the Philippines, fulfilling his promise to return and liberate the islands from Japanese occupation. MacArthur understood the strategic importance of the Pacific Theater, the need to defeat Japan and secure Allied interests in the region. He was a proponent of island hopping, bypassing heavily fortified Japanese positions and striking at weaker targets to disrupt their supply lines and weaken their defenses. This strategy proved highly effective, allowing Allied forces to advance more rapidly and with fewer casualties. Despite the controversies, MacArthur's legacy as a military leader is undeniable. These 5 generals shaped the course of World War II with their leadership, strategy, and courage. Which of these commanders do you find most fascinating? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more history-packed content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.